it's Brooke here, and welcome to Friday Flex. It is time to work those guns, work those shoulders, and fire up that body. So now we're gonna get started with a nice little warm-up. Just to oil up the joints, like I always say, you're gonna hear that snap, crackle, and pop. It's okay, we're working on getting that out before we start our workout today. So you see, I'm not starting with legs today because we're focusing on arms and upper body mostly. So we're just gonna swim it out. Keep your abdominals nice and tight and just keep your feet hip width apart. Nothing special, just going forward and back, getting the heart rate up, feeling that body getting warm, breathing a little heavy. And next we're gonna go to our inchworms. So we're gonna do about 5 inchworms. Feet are underneath your hips, shoulders back and down, abdominals in. You're gonna walk your fingertips out into that nice plank position, warming up your shoulders and your triceps. Now remember what I said, you can bend those knees if you don't have flexibility in your hamstrings, because today we're really focusing on what? Our upper body. So we've got 3 more of those to go. A nice stretch, pull that belly in. You wanna keep those hips nice and lifted, nice and long bodies from your head to your toes. Gosh, I'm already feeling it, gang. It's Friday. Friday fun day, and it's sun shining here in Boston, so I'm happy about that. All right, so that was the last one. We're gonna take it to the floor. We're gonna sit into like a reverse position, kind of like a reverse plank. Fingertips here, close to your body. You're gonna lift your hips up, shoulders back, squeeze your abdominals, squeeze your butt, relax those shoulders, and just march it out. We're only gonna do about 10 of these. You're gonna feel your abdominals warm up, your glutes. You will use your legs a little bit, but not too much today. Really firing through the triceps and the shoulders and the chest right here. Squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Starting to feel a little sweat going on. That's a good thing. Starting to challenge our bodies. We got 2 more here. And now we're gonna take it down. You're gonna need dumbbells for this workout today. So if you wanna use 8s or 5s or whatever makes you comfortable, you can use dumbbells or you can use water bottles or cans. So we're gonna get started first with push-ups. I'm gonna turn on my handy dandy timer. I'm gonna sink down to the floor. I'm gonna start in the knee position. Fingertips 90-90 with your elbows, fingertips wide. So see how I start with my knees under my hips, chest is forward. This is option 1, or you can do these on the wall. Option 2, remember how I said on Monday Madness, walk your feet back, your knees back. See how my chest stays in line with my elbows? That's protecting my wrists. Keep a nice long spine, squeeze between your shoulder blades. Deep breath, and when you're ready, tuck that belly in, come up to your toes. I'm still keeping that chest in line with my elbows. I'm not leading with my head, I'm leading with my chest. And I'm keeping my hips lifted and my abdominals tight. And this is where it starts to burn. And relax, just sit back for a second. We're gonna come up and grab our dumbbells, sit on our bottoms. That was our 15-second break. Woo. So, feet are here right in front, about hip width apart, knees are bent. You're gonna bring it out, chest is lifted. We're gonna start to curl. So, elbows are down by your sides. You're sitting up like you're sitting in a chair, so you don't wanna lean back and put pressure on your low back. You wanna keep your chest lifted. Now, if this is too much for you, you can sit in a chair and just do curls. So you're gonna see a lot of basic movements today. And every Friday, we're gonna progress those movements and make them harder. So we'll start with basics. Next week, you may see me lift a leg, lift both legs, something to make it a little harder and challenge our bodies, because that's why we're here, right? Challenging ourselves. Oh, and 1. So now we're gonna sink down to the floor on our backs. All we're gonna do is take our arms out 90-90, elbows, and we're gonna do a chest press. Pull the belly in, pressing and releasing, okay? So belly button's in, we're gonna push up to the ceiling and down. Now, breathe when you can, exhale when you exert, inhale as you release. Another option is to bring your knees over your hips. We are gonna progress this one today. So chest is lifted. You wanna open that chest to the ceiling, Squeeze between your shoulder blades. If you want a really hard one, you can take your toes up. Feel that belly button coming in though. You don't want your back to come up off the mat. Keep a nice flat back. Working those abdominals. Feeling that heat. Such a good thing. Working those chest muscles. Getting that upper body ready for summertime. Yes. And relax. All right, we're going to bring it up off the floor. We're going to work on our Y swings. So you're going to get in a squat position. Bend your knees to pick up your dumbbells. I'm going to start forward and then turn to the side. Shoulders are back. Legs are pretty wide. We're going to take the weights down and lift up into a Y. Pull it down. Sink down. So you don't want to let the weights pull you forward. Keep good control. Sink down, sit, lift, drop. It's just a Y swing. All we're doing is sinking into the legs, powering through your legs. Just swing your arms up. Working on shoulder mobility because we're pulling back a little bit. Abdominals in, you want to sit straight up. Sink into those heels again because we are squatting. And we're using those legs, combining legs and arms to get a big burn. So see how my chest stays up and lift. All right. Now we're going to take it down to a row. Shoulders are back, feet are hip width apart. Bend your knees slightly, hinge from your hips. You're going to pull between your shoulder blades. Very easy. Pull it back and release. See how I pushed my weight back in my heels? I'm not putting any pressure on my neck. As you hinge from your hips, pull that belly button and engage your abdominals to protect your low back. And you still want to squeeze at the bottom of your glutes. That's going to help keep you nice and still and controlled. See how my chin is slightly tucked in and I'm not looking up? You just want to take it down and look a few feet in front of you. Like right now, I'm looking at my little boy Tucker right here, hanging out with Mama while I'm working out. Squeezing, working those back muscles, big muscle. Now we're gonna bring it up. So from here, we're gonna do tricep kickbacks, and we're just gonna do a leg forward and sink forward again, hinging from your hips. Pulling in, and we're just going to leave our elbows close to our bodies and kick back. See how I still have a nice long spine? Now you're sitting here wondering, okay, I've got one leg forward and we're gonna have to switch, right? So you're gonna do about 10 each leg. That should get you to about 45 seconds. If not, do about 12 each leg. I'm pulling through the back of my arms. Working on the wave is what I like to tell my clients. And I'm gonna switch legs, sink back. You wanna keep that front knee almost in line with your ankle, but not in front of your toes. I feel my triceps, they are on fire right now. Squeeze between your shoulder blades, keep that chest forward. Belly's in tight, tuck the chin in. Awesome, you got it, gang, that's so great. So now we're gonna take it to the floor and we're gonna work a whole different round. This one's gonna be tough. So we're gonna take it to the floor, knees are outside. All we're gonna do is come into that plank position. You're gonna walk your hands forward and walk back. Working those triceps, working your shoulders. Now this is the modified version. You don't want to round through your back, so open that chest. All these are just plank walkouts. You still want to keep that nice long spine. When you're ready and you don't rock your hips, come out. So you shouldn't see a bounce in your hips. Stabilize through your core and move through that upper body. You gotta grab on really tight right here. Hold on to everything you got. Feel that sweat drip and breathe through it, gang. We can do it together. Yes, we can. All right. So we're gonna sit back on our backs again and do a get up, sit up, one of my faves. So your feet come outside your hips. One weight or water bottle or can. Take it back, chest up. We're gonna dig our heels in, lift straight up and back down. So we're mainly working on our abdominals. You're gonna feel your heels dig into the ground. So you don't wanna lift your legs up. You wanna dig through the back of the body. Now when I come up, I'm lifting and pushing that weight back, opening up through my chest, squeeze it between my shoulder blades. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Your option is to dig in. If that's not good and it's not going there, you can take the weight down and do an abdominal crunch, okay? So you choose your option, what you need for your workout. Awesome, gang. So we're gonna take it down. One more exercise. We're gonna take it back to our planks and we're gonna do plank walks. Down, down, up, up. So knees outside your hips, shoulders back. You're gonna take one elbow down, hand, hand. Got it? So elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Same thing as the other. You may wanna do 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. This is option 1. What is option 2? We know where we're going. Onto our toes. See how I keep my body as still as possible? And I'm not rocking? No rocking here. You really gotta anchor down and commit to it. So I wanna see your commitment today. It's Friday. Friday Flex Day. And we're gonna end on a high note with a high heart rate. And I'm starting to scream because it's burning. Oh, that is it. That was our workout today. Awesome job, gang. We're gonna sink back onto our heels. Get a good stretch in. Remember, motivate, don't hate. For the whole month of March, we're gonna spread a positive message. Come up, fingertips under, push your hips forward, pull your shoulder blades away, tuck your chin in. We're just gonna sink back on our heels, take our arm across. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I can't thank you enough for working out with me this week. We're gonna lift up, get those triceps. Such a fun way to start. And I will see you next week. We've got some great workouts going on. So Monday Madness, I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye-bye.